controversial. Controversial. Why can I not say that word? Controversial. Controversial? What's going on, guys? Hello and welcome to another Division 2 video. We're going to be going over the healer build, which is probably the most controversial. You know what? Google, help me out.
Controversial.
Thank you. It is one of those videos, and it's all down to one piece, and it's actually not even one piece. It's one talent of one piece. So stay tuned. I'll get into that. I'll cover it, and I'll try and do my best to cover both sides because I know there is definitely two clear sides to this whole healer build. Let's dive into it without too much delay. However, I'm going to take 1 minute. We're going to say thank you to the Wipe Squad. You guys have been awesome. If you guys are interested, there will be a link in the description below to the community of over 500 Division 2 players. We do raids on a regular basis. We also frequently are hanging out in Summit or doing Countdown or whatever really floats your boat. If you're interested in joining, just finding some people to play with, click the link again, description below. It will be the top one. You can also join the Bicoastal Nation, which is my personal community. I run an ARC server through there. If you do like playing ARC, I do that in my spare time. I also play GTA 5M. Again, all of it is going to be down there. That'll be the second link for the Bicoastal Nation. As to the build, we are going to be covering the Future Initiative Healer. I will go through and do the full deep dive, everything from piece by piece, all the way into a little bit of gameplay. We'll cover the control room. We'll cover boss 3, boss 4 for Morozova, for Iron Horse. Basically the three areas that you really want a healer. Boss 1 is more of an overcharge and keep people alive. Yeah, it's a healer, but regardless, we will get into those videos right here. All right, here we are with our healer build. I'm going to start first with the specialization, like I always do. We have the survivalist specialization, the wonderful crossbow. There's a couple reasons to use it. It's helpful in a few different places. The biggest reason I'm running survivalist is the extra 15% to healing. You get an extra 15% healing using or outgoing healing, I guess they say, using the survivalist. You also get the wonderful fire grenade, which is helpful in a couple different situations. Boss 1, boss 3, depending on how you're doing things. There's a couple different nice things to have a fire grenade. There's maybe a little odds and ends that I'm not touching on, but overall, the main reason you are using this one is because you get 15% outgoing healing. As for the weapon, you don't do any damage. So my weapon of choice, and I recommend it to others, is the Scorpio, because if you cannot kill the enemy, you might as well crowd control the enemy. And Scorpio, if you're not familiar with it, is probably the best crowd control all-in-one package that you can possibly get. There is the blue screen. I haven't messed with it much. If you do like the blue screen, or maybe you use the blue screen, comment below. Tell me how you like it, what you think of it, because the blue screen is the new exotic, and I haven't really messed with it too much. On to my secondary. There's a couple different things that you could run here. I have the MK17 because every once in a while you just want a little bit of extra healing, although you really don't need it. The other thing you can use, I'm going to have to scroll a little bit, is if you use the Glory Days, if you're holding your chem, if you're holding your Glory Days and then you switch to your chem, you have no sway. It's 100% stability to your healing chem. Not something that's like amazing to have, but it is it's fun. That's the only reason you have that. And then the last piece, you can put any pistol here. I have my Orbit because currently I need to get some proficiency rank in it, and I've found that this would be the best way to get it. Otherwise, there's really no use to the pistol. You can run whatever you want here. Getting into the build, I'm going to save the backpack for last because that is the
controversial
piece of the whole build. So we're going to go and start with our mask, and this is going to be the first of our Future Initiative set. I am running repair skills with a repair skills mod. I will get into the mods later as a whole. That's kind of part of the whole half of the argument of the backpack talent. But onto the chest piece, which is the star of this whole thing. If you don't know what ground control does, which is your 4-piece talent for future initiative, you have increased you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 15% while at full armor. Pause that for a second. If you are using the chest piece, almost said backpack. If you're using the chest piece, that increases from 15 to 25%. So scrolling back up, increase you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 25% when at full armor. So that means that as long as you have healed the person and they are at full armor, they get an additional 25%, which is amazing. The other half of this is when you repair an ally and you are when you repair an ally, you and all allies within 5 meters are also repaired for 60%. So if you repair somebody across the battlefield, then you still get 60% of that healing. And with my current build, I pretty much instantly heal them and heal myself at the same time. So you almost never have to drop a chem on yourself, which is great. Onto the holster, same thing. I'm running repair skills, and the knee pads, same thing. The gloves, I'm chose to run BTSU gloves. It's not really required, but it is very, very, very helpful when you can use the transference overclock to overcharge the hives and the entire team. It's come in more than enough times, super helpful. If you're doing more Zova, but we're going to get on to the backpack because that is the piece that has, at least the people I've talked to, I have a couple people that are very strongly against having opportunistic and strongly for opportunistic. The other talent you would run, and I will put these as a side-by-side comparison, is they're both Alp Summit pieces, so we're both getting repair skills. I have both of them rolled to repair skills and skill haste. But as for the talents, I have Safeguard on one and I have Opportunistic on the other. I keep both of these. And if you do a healer build, plan on having both of these backpacks, one in your inventory and one that you wear. The reason that I say this is it's very circumstantial to who you're running with. It's also circumstantial to your build. All of my pieces are rolled to 20% repair skills. I also have nearly 20% repair skill mods, so I have an extra 60% in mods for repair skills. I actually had to pull one of our other clan members aside and say, hey, give me kind of the reason that you like the Safeguard and you prefer Safeguard and why you teach it this way, because he's also a very experienced player. And so I went to him for that one. But he said that when you are learning healer, maybe you don't have the most repair skills. Maybe your repair skills are all like 12s, 15s. Maybe you're running skill haste mods and not repair skills mods. So if you have low repair skills, then you can put on Safeguard. And what he runs is he runs skill haste mods, not repair skill mods, and he runs Safeguard, which completely clicked to me and made total sense because he does not have the extra 60% repair skills. He gets 40% more than I do, but I run Opportunistic. The argument that he was telling me was this covers the new healers or new players, that if you have a player that's bouncing around and not standing still and you're trying to shoot chem after chem after chem, if you hit them with one chem, it will heal them back up. They will once again get the future initiative. They'll get the ground control, so they get an extra 25% damage. The other thing is if they even partially step into it, so you're not wasting all of your chems trying to shoot the person that won't stand still with a chem. I completely understand. I've had a couple times where I'm trying to heal someone who just won't stand still, and you waste 3 chems on them. Whereas if you have the Safeguard, that one chem can heal pretty much the entire team in one spot. So it is very, very beneficial to have Safeguard. However, I don't want to say that that is the only way. I run Opportunistic. I tend to run, I run the extra 60% repair skills, the 3 mods. I also tend to run with a dedicated raid team or close to dedicated raid team where we have a lot of experienced players. I can pretty much put 1 chem on them and leave them alone, and they will normally maintain their armor long enough to do plenty of damage before they maybe need another repair. So there is no right or wrong. What I will say is if you are a new healer and you just want to make sure that you have enough healing for your whole team, you can run Safeguard. If you become experienced or you run with an experienced team and maybe you're putting a healing build together, thank you for watching the video for one. But for two, opportunistic is going to be beneficial. That will give you 10% extra damage on top of the 25% as long as your team can stay healthy. Now, the other reason that you would not want to run opportunistic is if the other player on your team is running the setup, which is perfectly opportunistic, which gives them 15%. So if you have 15%, your 10% will cancel them out. I haven't actually tested it out to know if the 10% and the 15% just kind of go back and forth. So if I'm shooting them, then whoever else shoots them, typically my diagnostic tank. This goes back and forth of which one do you need? Well, the 15%, I don't know if they shoot them first, will it stay and then mine will just keep adding? I don't think it works that way. I think mine would take over, or maybe once theirs wears out, mine would then jump in and we'd have to wait for the cooldowns, which is only 5 seconds for both of them. But that is the build. I just wanted to cover this in depth, thorough, make sure that both sides have been heard and make sure that both sides are understood. Neither one is wrong. There is no right or wrong answer to this. Opportunistic is going to help your team do more damage if the rest of your team is healthy enough to do more damage. However, if they even take 1% armor, they have now lost the ground control, tactical, whatever this, tactical superiority or ground control, whatever you call it. If they take 1% armor damage, they have lost the ground control, and now they have lost 25%, and they're only doing an extra 10. So as far as which one's right, you pick. There is no right or wrong answer. Getting into my skills, because that is way less controversial. Skills is the chem launcher. We are using the healing chem, so it's the reformer chem. And as for mods, I'm running skill haste. I get my skill haste here. Like I said, the other person that I play with, he uses skill haste mods, so I think he uses the +1 ammo. I don't think he uses skill haste. Either way, he said he has 9-second cooldowns. I have almost 19-second cooldowns, and I still don't run out of chems. Maybe I'm a better healer. No, just kidding. You know who you are. Don't rip me apart in the comments. The other one I'm using is the 7.1 healing because I don't have a 7.5. As far as my second skill, we are running the Healing Hive, Restorer Hive, and I'm going to run 5% healing. I'm also running 4.7% duration because I don't have 5%, and we're going to run the +4 repair charges, which brings us to a grand total of 36 repair charges. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope this maybe put a little bit of light on the back and forth. Which one is better, opportunistic or safeguard? You guys decide. There is no right or wrong answer is my kind of bottom line. It's very circumstantial and very
controversial.
Thank you, Google, because I just can't say that word to save my life. Either way, I will see you guys in the playthrough portion. As always, once again, please like, subscribe. If you want to leave a comment and tell me what you think, please do. I'm definitely very interested to know which way people think is the right backpack talent. Also, if you want to just help me out, leave a little smiley face emoji if you have nothing to say. Just literally putting that emoji boosts my interaction and it helps my video, it helps me, and I greatly appreciate that as well. As always, guys, we will get into the gameplay coming up right now. Dick, or are you doing something else? So here we are back in the Iron Horse. We're going to be doing boss 3 in the furnace or forge, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be the healer here, so I am going to communicate and switch over to Safeguard to make sure that we have enough healing for everything. Specifically the end, it is nice to have Safeguard, but also I did communicate with the diagnostic tank, and he's already using opportunistic, so there's not really a point in both of us having it.
Next one is yellow, I have a hunch.
So for the most part around here, I'm going to be just maintaining everyone's health. I'm going to be following around which color is which with the hive to make sure that everyone is good and healthy, as well as we have enough healing for the different damage phases. The way that we do it is every time that the boss comes out, we shoot him until he goes immune and runs back into his door. I understand there's many different options and many different ways to play this raid. I'm just telling you how we do it. So I'm going to Scorpio the boss here, try and get all 7 shots on him and get a little bit more damage so it's easier for them to push him back into the room. We're going to pick up the hive here shortly and wait for the next color to be called.
Okay.
What the flying hell did I just witness? This is a moment that I did not explain. What ended up happening is he died as he went up the chain, not train. Died as he went up the chain, and he crashed at the same time, which is what caused the visual humor. So we're over on blue. I'm gonna put my hive down here on blue.
One.
Listen to the calls. 1, 2, 3.
Who can throw the turret at the end?
Two.
Put a heal on him. Make sure that he is full health, especially by the time that hive picks him up.
Crashed on me.
Okay, jump,
We'll get one more heal on him just because he's a little late to it because he was down.
May I have a heal on red when you're passing Brian, please?
Yep.
Thank you. He's immune.
I shot ahead because I actually thought that he was the ad, but get the heal on him real quick.
Just ads and
a sniper.
yellow, blue.
This has no excuse of dying. He was in my hive's radius. Going on yellow. We just got overrun with ads. I don't have a revive hive or I would pick him up. We have other people around with revive hives. They can just throw one on. I got one outside.
Up top.
Red, yellow here. This is a little bit of a tight moment. I happened to go out for the sparkle box, electric box, and naturally there was ads there. Got another one here. I'm pushing this one. All in 2. Trying to look behind me. Okay, last one. That one actually happened to be the 3rd one, so the boss is out, and I'm gonna put a heal on him, try and get him healed, but there's no one shooting the boss.
Here, guys, come on. Where'd everyone go?
No, I'm shooting the sniper, then we don't die.
All right, he's immune.
Sniper is alive. Or...
So the last one we have, I believe, is going to be red. Hive's
Jack,
going on
you need a
entrance.
heal, dude.
Yeah. Stronger.
It's blue.
That was red check, just to make sure. Having a little bit of problem with my key buttons here, but ultimately, put the hive down there on entrance so they have something to step into. We break entrance first so that the tank can meet the boss at red. Little unnecessary heal, but we got a pretty strong team here. Not too much of a worry.
Yep.
The reason I have not overcharged at this point with so many hives down is because we are going to need it probably within the next 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And the cooldown is 90 seconds, so I didn't want to be in cooldown with no overcharge when we get up to the next portion.
Blue. Red, yellow.
Speaking of people that won't stop moving and making it hard to hit them, it only took me 2. He just happened to step into the second one.
8-6 entrance.
I think you're the only one doing cogs, so...
Huh?
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just trying a bit useless.
So as healer, I am always moving because I always want to know where the ads are coming from, where people are standing to shoot them. And if you stop and you're standing still and you're just looking for people, it's a lot less efficient than just keep moving.
Alright, ready whenever you are.
Right, entrance is opening.
Entrance is broken. Give him a heal just to make sure. Come over here and heal this other person. He's working on yellow-blue. That's not gonna work. Every once in a while you forget what's in your hand and you drop a chem on your feet when you mean to use an actual weapon.
Don't shoot the boss.
But
Don't shoot the boss. Don't shoot the boss.
Red, yellow, done.
so this is our second phase of the encounter, and sometimes the newer guys forget. Sometimes the older guys forget. Doesn't really matter. That hurt. drop the chem myself, get free. The other guys can actually take care of them.
Or just kill him.
Bravo up, Charlie up. Bravo up, Charlie up.
That's good.
Echo down, golf down.
First one.
So now we're picking up the hive. We're going to go upstairs once we kill this Rocketeer. I'm going to grab ammo here since I'm hearing what they're doing.
Second is yellow.
That hurts.
Sniper up, I think.
October down, pop up. October down, pop up.
Right, so my boy, that's
Healer down, red, yellow.
Bro.
I'm coming.
Shoot the ad behind me that killed me. He just dropped his hive for me. There will be an overcharge coming very soon. Get everybody up and start getting people up the chains.
Don't break.
Which side do you need to throw it on the...
Left boss.
We put a turret to the left or right of him, depending on where he is, which one. To this one, I believe it's going to be on the right side. I'm going to put my hive up here to keep everyone healed.
Someone throw a hive for Hellblade.
I got it.
All in players that are down. Just trying to be an extra set of eyes to the team.
Near me, but not. Yeah.
Really testing my healing hive here. Take a little bit of cover behind someone that can actually kill something.
Thank you. Alright, looks like we're ready. Yeah.
A little bit of damage coming from behind me, so I'll just move up a little bit. Take cover here. Did an overcharge, and I'm going to heal these two turrets because we have both of them, and then I'm literally just going to spam my heals on this whole group. Make sure they all have that extra 25% damage from the FI build.
Burn him, burn him. There we go.
Nice. Very good.
So now we're going to throw our hive on one of them. Someone grab the key. I'm going to throw my hive to one side. In this case, it's going on yellow. And then we're going to use our healing chem to try and make sure that people on blue and red are okay. In this case, I've already heard that red's been pushed, so we're waiting on blue to get there.
I got you heal.
Throwing a heal directly on the player going to the blue so that they survive that. And then we'll shoot our best friend here. Hope this helps you guys out with the healer and kind of what they're responsible to do. Ultimately, it's just healing. There's just a whole lot of people, a whole lot of different places. So it may seem a little overwhelming, but thank you guys. Like, subscribe, do all the cool things the cool kids do. I will see you in the next video.
Oh, nothing.